Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We have another war today. Synchronic are taking on Esports. We have Simone coming in as the first attacker with those Root Riders and Valkyries right here. Queen at the 3 o'clock side. Siege Barracks over at the 12 o'clock section. King with the Root Riders and the Valkyries into the core where the double cannon is. A nice little freeze early on, negating any damage. CC does end up coming on out, which is a triple ice golem and 5 archers right there. Queen is working beautifully as a couple of Root Riders split off to tank for her. They do end up moving away. Now we have got a Skelly spell tanking for the scatter and the Expo as well. Perfectly done. Over on the top side, we have the Royal Champion working her way for the other scatter as well as the Peckers to assist, which is absolutely a perfect right here as well. King still has his ability, Royal Champion still with hers. Queen ability does go off, takes down the scatter, will be able to clear out that whole compartment. Royal Champion's going to assist, pushing her way through from the top side of the base on the way down towards making her way against this Town Hall right here. Expos are going to be a little bit annoying. King still has that ability. Royal Champion ability goes off. King pops his ability. Will take down this Town Hall in time as well. We have got a couple more Super Barbs. Queen still remaining alive, which is absolutely huge. Royal Champion unfortunately goes down, but the King should be able to clear up the rest of the remaining buildings. Monolith will be targeted next with that beautifully timed freeze spell. King locks onto it. And look at the time Simone is bringing on in for this first attack. Incredible. First attack for EC Esports is in. Eunice for EC Esports coming on in with a 7 Root Rider, 13 of Valkyries. Siege Barracks over at the 3 o'clock side of the base. Skelly spells nice and early for the double X wars around the Town Hall. Also tanking for the Arch Towers as well. Let's see how he makes this one happen. Queen at the 12 o'clock side. We do have no super wall breakers left. We used one to open up for the Peckers, but unfortunately they walked away. Now here come the Root Riders leading on in with the Town Hall. We have got the Rage Gem on top of these Root Riders. Very interesting. Normally you see a heal, but it is the Rage Gem selected right there. Overgrowth on the back end, getting a couple of Infernos as well as the Eagle Artillery. Rage spell past the Town Hall. Early Warden ability right there as well. Town Hall finally gets activated. Will it be able to go down in time? That is the main question. Triple Ice Golems are going to make it a little bit of a nuisance for this Town Hall to go down. Down it does go though. Pushing on forward. Queen doesn't have accessibility for that double cannon. We have got our Royal Champion. Unfortunately, the Fox is taking a little bit of damage. Overgrowth runs out. Another Overgrowth comes on down. Fox makes the RC invisible, which means she'll be able to take out this double cannon. In the meantime, the rest of the Root Riders slowly making their way with the assistance of the King. The Yetis taking down that whole compartment over at the 4 o'clock side of the base as well. King popping that ability nicely to get through the wall with the assistance of the Root Riders. Do we have enough firepower to get through the remainder of the base? Two more free spells remaining. Super Barb's now coming on in to clear up the outside to force these heroes back in. Freeze on top of the single target Inferno Tower as well. RC ability has already been used. Things are starting to get a little bit dicey right here for Eunice. Is he going to be able to get the job done? Royal Champion will go down. Queen has got that ability, has got one freeze, but the scatter with the double multi-inferno is going to be a little bit too much for this Queen to handle. And this is going to be a miss for Eunice of EC Esports. Coming on in with the first attack for EC, not being able to triple, giving Synchronic a huge advantage after the first attack of the war. Will EC be able to recover, or are Synchronic going to run away with this war? And this one ends up as a 93% 2-star for Eunice of EC Esports. Emir Khan is in now. Let's see what he's able to do. Root Riders, Super Barbarians, Valkyries, the meta strat at the moment for time and power to get through these Town Hall 16 bases. Now we have got the Skelly spell over at the 9 o'clock side of the base. King to force in towards the scatter, picking off this enemy Queen and the scatter and that whole compartment. Root Riders in from the 10 o'clock side, pushing into the double archer tower with the Eagle. Queen's going to work her way down. Oh no, she steps back into the scatter as well. Maybe that wasn't realistically the plan, but it could still work out relatively well. Warden Eternal Tome goes off with the healing tome right there as well. Rage over the first multi-target Inferno. King doing incredible work. The Peckers as well from the Siege Barrack doing monstrous work. Now all the Root Riders are going to push on in towards this multi and this single target Inferno tower right there. This is looking very fast and very strong from Amir Khan for sure. Royal Champion from the 2 o'clock side of the base. Enemy RC goes down. Invis on the Queen to ensure she can pick off this Town Hall, especially with her ability. Root Riders now piling through the base right there, RC, with that ability. Super minions coming on out of that siege barrel just to assist with clean up rage spell. Nice and early, pushing these remainder of the root riders in to pick off the last couple of defenses. Mono's going to be one of the last things to go down, but we pop the RC ability. She runs all the way over towards this monolith. Down it goes, and we get a 3-star in under a minute and 25 seconds. Amir Khan, insane. We got DL Romeo now in against Amir Khan of Synchronic, coming on in with a Queen Charge Root Rider. Relatively slow attack, but at this point, Esports need to get the 3 stars on the board, as they will find it a little bit harder to come back if they don't manage to 3-star the remainder of their 4 hits. So let's see how we get this one rolling. Blim takes down the Townhall headhunters. Healers coming on down for this Queen right there. Super Wall Breaker, giving the Queen accessibility for the the double Archer Towers, and also the X-Ball. But the AD is going to be out of range for this Queen unless she steps in for the AD first, which might leave her in a relatively compromised position. Another Coco Luna goes over towards that Wizard Tower because the Baby Dragon did not pick it off in time. Queen is under a relatively high amount of damage, but she managed to take down that Archer Tower right there, which is going to be huge. We dropped the Mini Warden with the Queen right here, trying to push on forward and get the job done, keeping her as healthy as humanly possible. She deals with that CC out of range of the Warden Tower, which is absolutely perfect. Another rage spell on this Queen. Now we have got the Sneakies making a bit of a funnel with the King over at the 12 o'clock side. Here come the Root Riders in through 11 o'clock with the Warden as well, and the Royal Champion. Queen is hit by that poison tower. This AD is getting relatively close to starting to pick off those healers, which is a little bit dangerous right here for Romeo. But we have got the Root Riders pushing their way forward. We are going to have to pop this Warden Eternal Tome sooner rather than later. And this is going to be a bit of an issue right here with those healers continuously going on down. Warden ability finally gets used. King pops his ability, takes down that enemy Queen as well, which is going to be absolutely huge. Invisibility spell is used to try to keep these healers alive, but there's only one of them remaining, which is going to be a big issue for the back end of this base. The double cannon right there is going to be unleashing a ton of damage. Rage spell over that first double cannon right here, pushing their way in towards this mono. Royal Champion still has that ability. One more free spell remaining in pocket, but there is a lot of base still remaining. Not too much more troops, though. We have got some cleanup on the opposite side. This free spell is going to be absolutely vital. With the Fox still remaining alive, this could still be made to happen. With the RC ability, we're going to have to force it as sooner rather than later, because we need to get through the scatter as well as the enemy RC, which is where things get a little bit dicey. But it's still not looking too bad. With that ability in pocket, we have got the Hog Puppet and we got the Seeking Shield instead of the Hairspire. We freeze the Royal Champion, we freeze the scatter, and this might still be able to get the job done. Do we have enough time on the board? Especially with these Skelly spells, things could get a little bit tedious. The sneaky goblins are doing some very nice work taking down these storages, but is it going to be enough? We have 11 seconds left on the clock. The storage goes down. They should make it in time. He will be able to pick off the 3-star. Romeo coming on in with the first triple for EC Esports, putting them back into this war. The third attacker is now in Daniel. Not normally in the wars, but is mainly the base builder for Synchronic. Today, he is substituting in, trying to get the job done. Root Riders and Valkyries from the 2 o'clock side of the base. King at the 12 o'clock section. Queen finally deployed at the 3 o'clock side to wrap around and pick off this Town Hall. We're going to see an early Warden ability, catching those headhunters inside that tome as well to pick off these heroes as quickly as possible. King in towards the 12 o'clock side. Queen making her way towards this Town Hall. This triple Ice Golem CC slowing down the Root Riders, but it might not be enough to stop Daniel from powering through this base, which is exactly what Synchronic need. King pops the ability with that gauntlet, takes down the enemy King. Is he going to work his way over towards the Eagle? We Skelly on top of that single target Inferno, trying to negate its beams away from our troops. Very nicely done. Eagle goes down. Town Hall's going to go down. Root Riders powering through the back end multi-target Inferno. 2 more Rages remaining in a pocket right here, but they are very low in between the double cannon right there, as well as all of these Skellies underneath that Rage Tower doing monster work right there as well. The scats is going to be a bit of an issue, but we have got the RC who we rage up. One more invisibility still remaining in pocket. RC ability, Queen ability still left. We've dropped that invis on the Royal Champion because we know she's going to be absolutely vital for the 3-star of this base. Super minions assisting very, very nicely behind the RC. Queen dropping around the other side. We're going to see this RC ability force just there. We have it, Seeking Shield as well as the Haste Vial, but Tornado Trap stops the RC. Queen takes down the double cannon. That's a 3-star from Daniel. Valo is now in for EC Esports. Let's see how he manages to make this one happen. Queen charge Lalo with the Flame Flinger over at the 12 o'clock side. Queen coming on in, hopefully trying to take down this multi-mortar so that the Flame Flinger doesn't get too much damage. Also aiming to tank for the Ground Expo for as long as possible because we're hoping for the Flinger to pick off this Ground Expo so that we can manage to push on forward. But if this Queen ability does pop, the Expo will ruin his Siege Machine, which is going to be a big issue. King over at the 2 o'clock side. We wall break him into the 3 o'clock AD section. Queen very nicely taking down the Ground Expo as well as that double cannon right here as well, or the ricochet cannon rather. Queen is now under fire from that Warden Tower, but she will be able to step away from a Rage Tower, enhancing the power of these defenses right here. Queen ability is going to be forced. She dies through ability. Oh no, what is Valo going to do now? Healer switch over to the King. Will he be able to recover from this one? Queen charged Lalo, and he wasn't able to get the Town Hall. It's going to be very problematic because he had 2 more super wall breakers, hoping that the Queen could pick off this Town Hall. But now this is where the alarm bells start ringing. Is he going to be able to recover the 2-star or potentially even get the 3-star? We have got the Royal Champion and the Warden that is going to back the Lalo as much as they possibly can. Where is the Lalo going to start from? That is the main question right here from Valo of EC Esports, being a little bit patient, waiting for that single Inferno to go down. Eagle does lock on right there to the Flame Flinger, so there's not too much he can do about it. Here comes the Loons from the 2 o'clock side. He's dropping them in. We still have 9 Loons and a Lava Hound remaining. Lava Hound comes in behind with the Royal Champion. We have 2 Red spells, 3 freezes remaining as well. We need to start using our spells. We need our troops to power on through to at least a bare minimum pick off this 2-star, or this war will be absolutely over. Warden ability goes off, picking up as many Loons as he can inside of that Eternal Tome. We have a Rage spell over the Monolith right here. Tornado Trap is found. Royal Champion, if the Town Hall gets activated, should be able to take it down, and she will be able to do so. 9 more Loons remaining in pocket, but with this poison of the Town Hall, it's going to slow it down the Royal Champion for sure. The Fox also going on down is going to be a big problem. RC, shield, and the abilities are not helpful inside of that Town Hall poison, and down she goes. We're trying to get as much percentage as we can at the moment, but Valo is going to fall very short due to his Queen not being able to get the value intended by her. And this is going to be a nice try for Valo of EC Esports, trying to pick up as much percentage as we can, as it could still come down to percentage if Synchronic do end up failing a hit or two, but it's very unlikely. Next attack is in Philip, using those E-Dragons right here. Let's see how he will get the job done. King over at the 5 o'clock side, Queen at the 4 o'clock section. She'll actually be able to pick off the Eagle Artillery, which is really nice. King making that funnel for the E-Dragons. E-Dragons are pushed into 4 o'clock. Dragons are down first. Loons are coming on in behind because we know these E-Dragons will slow down a little bit. Warden ability finally goes out down as well. Single target Inferno could be a bit of an issue, locking onto one of those E-Drags, but we might be able to take it down in time, and we do. Saving that E-Drag. Town Hall gets activated. Free spell on the Town Hall. Stone Slammer now in from the 2 o'clock side of the base, opening up accessibility for the Queen to pick off this scatter. We find the Tornado Trap next to the Town Hall. Town Hall will go down. Monolith is frozen. The E-Dragons locked onto the King, but they do chain off to the Monolith, which is absolutely huge. 2 more freezes remaining. Royal Champion in from the 9 o'clock side of the base as well. Queen still with her ability. RC still with her ability as well. We forced that ability nice and early, getting these hogs in front to tank for the Royal Champion so she can do as much damage as humanly possible to get the job done. Down goes the remainder of the defense, and look at the time of this attack. We have 1 minute 50 seconds remaining, under 1 minute 10 triple GG's. We've got H Marto now coming on in against a Synchronic Mark right here. Let's see if Mark can defend, or is Harto going to be able to pick off this 3-star that his team really do need. We are coming on in. Is it a Blizzard Hog, or are we going to see a Super Minion Hog? I'm very interested. We have got the clone spell, so the blimp is now coming on in for the Town Hall. We need to be a bit careful about the invisibility tower. There we go. Super Minion bombing coming from H Mato right there. We have got these. Ooh, seeking air bomb fine right there. Ooh, that's a bit scary, but we managed to take down the Town Hall. We're going to get a little bit more value. This multi-inferno should be able to go down. A few more trash buildings will go down as well. Super minions have got what they required. So the Town Hall going down was absolutely vital for him right there. Now, Ice Golem tanking for the King and the Queen, who are going to be pushing on into the 4 o'clock side of the base right here. Baby Dragon's made her way all the way over to the 3 o'clock section. One Valkyrie in with the heroes to take down any skellies or any heroes that may pop up as well, just like that Royal Champion going on down. Ricochet Cannon Expo pairing up to take down this King is a lot of damage on him, but he's going to use that gauntlet to power on through the base. Here comes the Hogs from the 8 to 9 o'clock side of the base into the double Archer Tower, as well as the Ground Expo right here. Invis Tower will be going off and kind of forcing these Hogs away from this monolith compartment right there as well. Down goes that Invis Tower. Invis Tower does make that monolith invisible at the moment away from these Hogs, so they won't be able to path to it, which is a little bit of an issue. These Hogs are slowly starting to fizzle out as well, which could be very, very problematic. We still have that Royal Champion ability, but a lot of damage on the back end, especially with that Eagle just raining down shots on the Ricochet cannons with the Expos. This is looking a little bit scary, but there aren't too many more defenses remaining. The King on the back end could be a bit of an issue, but we have got our Fox still alive. We have got a Headhunter on the King. Our Royal Champion should be able to take him down as well. Not looking too bad at the moment. We may need to pop that Royal Champion's shield once she locks on to the Eagle Artillery. Are we going to have Hogs and a Haste Vial? That's normally what we like to see with this combination, but again, it is going to be a 3-star by the looks of it, but it is going to be relatively slow for EC Esports. And honestly, at this moment in the war, they just need to pick off the 3 stars. Time is completely off their mind, as they have had a couple of missed hits. But the Royal Champion right there, she does get forced her ability by the Monolith. Hogs are spawned out. We don't have a Haste Vial on her. It looks like we have the Royal Gem on her. And there we have it. She should be able to pick off the remainder of these defense. That's going to be a 3-star for EC Esports against Mark of Synchronic. Very, very nicely done with a Super Minion Bomb Hogs. Here we have it. Mark is in for the next hit of Synchronic Gaming. Stone Slammer at 6 o'clock. A couple of Rocket Loons to pick off the cannon at the 5 o'clock side. E-Dragon to make a bit of a funnel. Baby Dragon as well for the Spell Factory to make this funnel for the E-Drags pushing their way in towards this Royal Champion as soon as possible. Skelly with the Queen to ensure that these E-Drags force their way in towards this multi-ricochet area where there's astronomical chain value in the core of this base for sure. Warden ability time to absolute perfection right here. Can this E-Drag pick off that multi-inferno? Should be able to. There we have the E-Drags pushing their way in through this core right here. First Ricochet cannon goes down. E-Dragon now locked onto that King, but in the core there's absolute carnage going on. Scatter shot goes down. E-Dragon's locking onto the Town Hall. We have found the tornado trap, which could be a little bit of an issue. One E-Drag veers off towards this Eagle Artillery. Remainder go over towards the Monolith. Still have that King ability. We still have this Royal Champion that is yet to be deployed. One of the E-Dragons go down. The remainder of them are about to go down as well. This is where things could get a little bit sketchy for Mark, but is he going to be able to power on through? We send the RC from the 2 o'clock side in towards this double Tesla area. We have got that King as well at the bottom side at the 6 o'clock section that is going to power his way through, and hopefully with that gauntlet be able to clear the things up. Royal Champion chases the Skellies, which is not too bad at the moment. We do end up using that freeze a little bit prematurely right there. The RC should go invisible again. We have got the RC ability. King ability popped on the outside. Super wall breaker giving him access towards that Queen. RC though will have to force that ability in just a second, and there you have it. One free spell on the multi-target Inferno Tower as well as the Ricochet cannon. Will she be able to pick off this Arch Tower in time? Yes sir, you better believe she will. King takes down the AD, and that's another 3-star for Synchronic Gaming. Here we go. Not Kareem is now in for EC Esports. Queen charge. Queen charge. Okay, he has a blimp as well. He has 4 mini wardens. So now I'm very interested to see what he does. And it's not even a Queen charge. I'm sorry, it's a warden walk from 6 o'clock right here. We have 5 Valkyries and 4 mini wardens. What is going to be the plan right here? Now I'm very intrigued to see how Kareem is going to manage to deal with this. A couple of Valkyries coming on in for the Wizard Tower. Queen over at the 5 o'clock side. Super Wall Breaker giving her accessibility. Start at the 7 o'clock side. Warden finally follows this queen right here as well. 3 more Valkyries are remaining. 4 more Super Barbs as well. We have got the king. The Royal Champion will still be in the mix as well. Down goes the enemy RC. Our king on the outside right here as well. We have got the mini Wardens with the queen. So we're trying to keep this queen as healthy and the healers as healthy as possible. Warden is somehow staying alive for as long as possible, trying not to go down, but is his ability going to be forced? We're hoping it doesn't. We need this Warden to stay up for as long as possible, but that Ricochet kind of forcing his ability right there is a little bit scary, but the healers will be able to heal up that Warden. King now stepping on in for the Town Hall compartment. That Invis Tower is going to cause a little bit of issues, especially with the Gauntlet that will be able to path in and pick off that Invisibility Tower. So even with the freeze, the Invis Tower will go off before this Town Hall goes down. That could be very, very problematic for Kareem. Or will the King manage to pick it off in a time? We have got the Phoenix on the King as well. More Headhunters picking off the Queen at the bottom side. RC joined with the Queen as well. Town Hall should go down as we invis that King to ensure that it does go down. With the Phoenix, it should definitely be completely fine. Jump spell giving Queen accessibility to the Monolith, but she doesn't want to go for the Mono. She wants to hit the storages. That could be an issue. Now down goes that Unicorn of the Queen. No, it doesn't. The Queen keeps the Unicorn alive. Royal Champion doesn't have ability anymore, but the Queen picks off the Royal Champion. Fox unfortunately does go down for this RC as well. It was a very, very interesting attack coming on in from Kareem, but does he have the firepower or even the time potentially to get this job done, especially with the Queen jumping back over for that Builder Hut right there as well? A couple of wizards over at the other side. The Queen's going to have to beat walls, and she doesn't take the jump spell, so she shoots the wall whilst this jump spell is still active. What if that jump spell actually ends up running out before the Queen breaks this wall? That could be heartbreaking for Kareem, but let's see how much more percentage he will be able to muster up from this attack right here. Queen jumping over that wall. Archer over at the 12 o'clock side of the base. We will be able to pick down the scatter as well. This would have been a 3-star if there was enough time, but unfortunately the time is going to run out. The clock's going to go down, and that's going to be another defense for Synchronic Gaming against Esports. There we have it. It's going to be a 90% 2-star from Kareem.